Scott, Specialized Dynamics. I got some rounds here I want to talk about, and especially because they just announced that 6 ARC last week. We had a chance to look at it. Luckily, got some numbers from a buddy of ours with 18-inch barrel with the 108 ELDXs, I believe, going 26 and some change. We'll put that graphic up on the screen, and I'll talk about each of the cartridges as we go. But we're going to try to answer some of your guys' questions. Matt wrote them down, and try to answer them real quick. Turn this phone off so we don't have any distractions. So go ahead, Matt.
All right, the first one's the differences between 6mm ARC, 6.5 Grendel, and 224 Valkyrie by Jason Easter and Steve Ekret.
Okay, so all three of them are different calibers, different bullets. So one's the 224 that I have here. It's a 22 caliber bullet. In the 6 ARC, which I don't have one here, but I'll put a picture up. It's a 6mm bullet, and then of course the 6.5 Grendel. So 223, 6mm, 6.5. All of them have similar case capacities. The 6 ARC is really nothing more than a 6 Grendel. The shoulder is pushed back, I believe it's somewhere around 70 thou to accommodate a little bit longer bullet from the 6mm.
Next question by Gabe Allred. Can I build a 6 ARC off of an AR-15?
Yes, so the 6 ARC is based off the AR-15 platform. So pretty much all you need is a barrel and a bolt if you have a 223 and a magazine. So a 6.8, a 6.5 Grendel mag, 22 nozzler, they all take the same mags. They might be called something, but they're the same mags. The 6 ARC will take one of those mags. The bolt face for the 6 ARC is a 6.5 Grendel, just like this Grendel. So the bolt face is the same size as the Grendel.
Next question. Advantages from Wildcats over the 6 ARC by Jeremy Hayes.
Jeremy, I don't know if there's too much differences. It just depends what you want. Some people are trying to get speed. Excuse me. If you're going to reload, just choose what your favorite is. There's no advantages. I mean, there's the 6AR, there's the 6AR Turbo, there's the 6WOA, the Hagar. There's so many of them out there. The 6 ARC is yet to be seen on the varmint side. They released it, and only ammo that I've seen is the 108s, the longer bolts to shoot some distance.
Greg Galloway asks, is this just Hornady trying to keep up with Nosler and the 224 Valkyrie?
I don't want to speak for each of the companies, but on the surface it sure seems like that. Nosler came out with the 22 Nosler a couple of years ago, and they did a good job marketing it. And then the 224 Valkyrie came out, and they did a really good job marketing it. And the 224 Valkyrie isn't new. We've been making these as Wildcats for a number of years. Pretty much it's a 6.8 case with a 224 bullet, a 22 caliber bullet. And the reason why they chose that, and I think their neck might be a little bit longer. I don't know the 100% of the dimensions of the case, but again, it's to shoot long range. They wanted a shorter case and a shorter neck to put a longer bullet in, so you get a higher BC. Some of their advertising was 1,200 yards out of the box. Well, yeah, the bullet could probably go that far, but as a shooter, it's not that easy of taking a shot at 1,200 yards and everything hunky dory.
Trapper Swanson asks, curious how the 6223 compares to the 6 ARC.
Sort of two different animals. Both AR-15 though. The 6223 is a 223 case just necked up to 6mm. Guys have been running that for a long time. Hits a little bit harder than a 223, but just like all the other 6mm Wildcats, it has to be reloaded. So the 6 ARC on the surface, I don't know if I'm going to be a fan of it. Initial thoughts, no. but it does give us some hope for a 6mm in the AR-15 with factory ammo. So that's one of the positives I really like about it.
Alvaro Lagunas and Lonnie Morales ask, is the round fur friendly, and what round or bullet?
Again, the 6 ARC hasn't, I don't know anybody that has any of the varmint ammo. I only saw the 108s, and I heard people shooting the 105s, and those aren't really predator friendly ammo. It's more of a match bullet, so I can't answer that. But with the same ballistics as a 6 Grendel, or my Super 6 or 6 WOA, it depends which bullet you run, and of course shot placement. There's no magic bullet that's going to be fur friendly. The faster you go though, a lot of times the more fur damage it does do. But at the same token, if you flip that coin around, the faster you go, the less holdover you have, and speed kills. So, you know, guys who save fur and sell fur, just gonna have to get good at as sewing up the hides.
Let's talk about your Super 6 round.
Yeah, the Super 6 I came out with a couple of years ago, right after they came out the 22 nozzler. I went to a match in Texas, a competition, and 2 of my buddies from Oklahoma, they're big into predator hunting, and we sat down and talked about it. So one of the things we talked about is it looks like a great cartridge. You got about 15-20% more volume than a 223, and if you neck it up to 6mm, how fast would it go? So I did a bunch of testing. We got a reamer made. So this one right here is a 70 grain nozzler ballistic tip, and I'm running just shy of 3,200 feet per second with CFE 223 powder. I'm gonna try some Magnum small rifle primers and see if I can get it to speed up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So with the 22 nozzler parent case on our Super 6 and just necked up to 6mm, on reloading, I just took a 22 nozzler full length sizing die with bushings, and I just use a 243 expander ball to open up the neck. I have consistent neck tension using that bushing, and my neck tension's 2 thou, and like I said, the 70 grain bullet goes almost 3,200 feet per second. I chrono in the wintertime because CFE 223 powder is very temperature sensitive, and I get about 3180 in the wintertime, so I'm sure it's close to 3,200 in the summertime, if not a little bit faster. But we use a 223 bolt face because we're using 22 nozzler parent case, which in my opinion you could run a little bit hotter than you can the 6 Hagar, the 6 Grendels, the 6 ARC coming out, 6 WOA. I've seen guys trying to run those 6.8 bolt faces hot, and sometimes they'll break a bolt.
Closing.
So I think the 6 ARC is going to be a decent round. I'm at 6mm bullet out of a AR-15. You're going to get some good speeds. The 6 ARC shooting the 108s is 2680-ish. I'd like to see some real world data, and if I get a chance to do it, I will. But I'd like to see the 58 grain up to the 70 grain bullet out of that 6 ARC and see what it does. I've already ordered a reamer for the guys who are interested in ordering that. I don't know if the competition world and the hunting world doesn't usually mix or overflow. But George Gardner of GA Precision, another gentleman, made a cartridge called the 6 GT, and you could run it in a small frame. So I just ordered a reamer for that as well. I think we could probably run a 70 grain bullet out of that 6 GT, probably 3,400-ish. I'm going to try to do a bunch of testing with it this summer and fall. And, you know, one of the things that I'm a little concerned with, not concerned or mad, but these ammunition companies like the 224 with Federal and some of the other companies, Hornady with this new 6 arc. They take a lot of the real world info from the competition shooters, and they're trying to make a high BC long range cartridge in an AR-15. I like to see more of the calibers come out for us predator hunters, especially 6mm, because you're still getting good ballistics, and you're getting a lot of knockdown power, and you're getting the speed. So those are the 3 most important things to me. And if we could have something like that in a factory round instead of hand loading, because there's so many people who don't hand load, I'd like to see these ammunition companies come out with more things for us as hunters. So overall, I think the 6 arc is going to be a good cartridge. I already have the Super 6, so I don't necessarily need another cartridge that has the same ballistics as cartridge I already have. I'm going to play with that 6 GT, and if anybody's interested in the Super 6, let me know. I'll give you some load data for it. I have at least 1 barrel in stock, and I have a couple more that we're getting ready to run, and we're also running the 6 arcs as soon as we get that reamer. So thanks for watching again. Thanks for liking our page, and hopefully we'll do more stuff on YouTube this summer. Thanks.